How's it going? Today I want to talk to you about this plyometric jump box. Now this jump box is pretty neat because it has 3 different levels to it. This comes with the 20-inch level, which I have it here. It also has the 24-inch, which is just a little bit higher, and then it has the 30-inch. Now what makes this box really nice is it's actually recycled foam, and the material that it's made is extremely durable. It's actually waterproof, which that'll help because if you start sweating, if you're dripping sweat on it, because it's waterproof, it's not going to get it damaged over time. Now, whenever I was testing this out and using it, I noticed that it was super stable with the 20-inch, but as it shifted to like the 24 and then the 30, it gets a little unstable, and that's really just because you need to be landing closer to the center of the box because there's less surface area at the bottom. But what is nice about a box like this, because it's made of the recycled foam, the corners give. I can remember doing box jumps and damaging my shins because it's either a wooden box or it's got like a metal ledge, and it would just destroy my shins and make me too afraid to even try doing box jumps again. With box jumps, there's numerous exercises you can do. You can do the Bulgarian split squats, you can do normal box jumps, you can do step ups. If you're brave enough, you can do backwards box jumps. You can do the ones where you can do like a tricep dip where you just have your hands on here like a ledge or like a seat, and you can do your dips there. As far as like setting this up, there's really no setup. You just open the box, it had some plastic protective covering on it, and then you pull it out and you're good to go. Now this is a fairly heavy box, so if you're not very strong yet, you may need some help moving it around, but what I did was I just kind of tipped it end over end and I got it to where it needed to be. They have this really nice color scheme where they got the yellow here with the design, they got red on this back side, blue, it's mainly black, and it has these nice big numbers so you can see, which height it is at which direction. It has these arrows here that point up, like obviously this says 20 inches, but the arrow showing that when it's in this direction, it's going to be 20 inches from the ground. When you flip it over, it turns to 24, and then lastly, 30 inches. And like I said before, 30 inches is pretty high. Another good thing about this is, as heavy as it is, it's still nice because it does stay where it needs to go. It's anti-slip because of the way the material is. So when you do have it in place, it pretty much stays in place. Now, as far as like tipping slightly from one side to the other, if you land on the edge of the box on 30 inches, it's not gonna always stay perfectly still. But at the 20-inch mark, I had very little issues with it. At 24, I didn't have many issues. Because this box is made of recycled foam and the water resistance that we talked about earlier, it's actually like a PVC type material, and it has this little kind of like knurling on it. It's very light, but there's enough of it, and that's what's gonna keep it from slipping whenever you are jumping on it. Like, you're not gonna be able to jump on this and slide it down. It's gonna stay in its spot because of the tight knurling that it has and what it's made of. Another good thing about it being like anti-slip and made of this like PVC type rubber material is it's easy to clean. You could just spray this down, you could hit it with the towel. It's very simple. It's stitched extremely well around all the sides and the corners. It's got multiple uses. You could just use it as something to sit on. You could use it as the ottoman in the living room, but if you needed to get a workout in, you need to get the lower body going, you're going to be able to do a variety of exercises with this nice box. It's going to be easy on your joints because it is recycled foam. It does give on the corners, so you don't have to worry about injury as much as you would with a metal or wooden box. This plyo box has a lot going for it. It's going to stay in my gym. It's something that I'm going to get used to using because honestly, if I'm not using it for a box jump, I can just use it as a nice seat and kind of take a break from the rest of my exercises.